Preparations are underway for the American Indian Center's 70th annual Pow Wow. That's taking place this Saturday.
Yeah, as they gear up for their biggest event of the year, we wanted to bring in our Jamaica Ponder to tell us more about it. I haven't heard much about the Pow Wows. What's going on there?
Well, they've been going on for quite some time, as you can tell, and in a place like Illinois, where there aren't any federally recognized tribal lands, the American Indian Center, where the Pow Wow is being held, is a vital place for Native communities. And this annual Pow Wow honestly serves to be as more of a family reunion. The only difference is that the whole neighborhood is invited.
You're going to walk into the gymnasium, you're going to hear drums. Each drum group is going to have about 10 singers. What you also see is a parade of dancers ready to come into that dance circle. This is how we mobilize our community.
Dave Spencer is the co-interim executive director of Chicago's American Indian Center. They're just a few days out from their 70th annual Pow Wow.
We started out back in 1953 because a lot of people came to the city of Chicago through a federal program called relocation.
Most came from rural communities to urban centers like Chicago.
And they didn't have anywhere to gather.
Typically, the Pow Wow is hosted off-site, but this year they'll be hosting it right here in the center.
We don't have a large facility. We can hold as much as 300 people.
But they're expecting far more than that, welcoming tribes from across the Midwest.
We're talking about Michigan, Indiana, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. So all those different tribes come to Chicago and participate in our Pow Wow.
With all the fresh food, handmade goods, and plenty of dancing, the Pow Wow is open to all.
We do expect people who've never been here before come through and see what we're doing. Not just the Pow Wow, but programming-wise, just to let people inform people of what we've been doing over the years.
The Pow Wow will be this Saturday at the American Indian Center on West Ainsley Street. Doors open at 2 p.m. and there's a $10 suggested donation at the door. All funds raised from the Pow Wow will actually go to the center's year-round programming.
How was it being there at the center and just getting a first-hand look at so much of their culture?
I was so blown by the regalia, and that seems to be the main thing that's changed over the years with Pow Wows. The ceremony remains the same, but the way that they are dressing, because the colors have gotten more vibrant, as you can add like artificial dyes, and they're using beading and feathers and ribbons, and it's just, it's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. I've been to one before. I mean, it is remarkable to watch individuals just, it's kind of transcendent, like you are watching them literally connect with their own heritage. You know, I mean, there's kind of nothing like it. I mean, it's beautiful and beautiful to be a part of. Thank you for bringing that to us.
Yeah, thanks, Jamaica.
My pleasure.